In the last video, we saw that informations related to citizenship are given at two places, Part 2 of Indian Constitution and Citizenship Act of 1955. We had discussed Part 2 with all 7 articles in the last video. In this video, we will talk about Citizenship Act of 1955. Now this story begins after 26 January 1950, where Parliament has to take decisions and make laws over citizenship. When we talk about citizenship, two things are important. First, how a person can acquire citizenship of India, and second, how an acquired citizenship can be terminated. After 26 January 1950, Parliament mentioned 5 different ways of acquiring citizenship of India: by birth, by descent, by registration, by naturalization, and by incorporation of territory. First way is acquiring citizenship by birth. It says that if a person was born after 26 January 1950 but before 1st July 1987, then that person automatically gets the citizenship of India, irrespective of his parents' citizenship. If the person was born after 1st July 1987 but before 3rd December 2004, then either of his parents should be citizen of India. And if the person was born after 3rd December 2004, then both of his parents should be citizen of India. Or if only one parent is citizen of India, then the other should not be an illegal migrant. The dates mentioned here, that is 1st July 1987 and 3rd December 2004, are mentioned because of the amendments done to the Citizenship Act of 1955 by the Parliament. First Citizenship Act was passed in 1955. After that, it was amended several times in 1957, 1960, 1985, 1986, 1992, 2003, 2005, 2015, and the most recent one 2019. And that's the reason why acquisition of citizenship is categorized in such a way. Second way of acquiring citizenship is by descent. It gives citizenship to those who are born outside India but parents are citizens of India. So in this category, 3 conditions are mentioned. If the person was born after 26 January 1950 but before 10 December 1992, then his father must be a citizen of India. If the person was born after 10 December 1992 but before 3rd December 2004, then either of his parents must be a citizen of India. And if the person was born after 3rd December 2004, then parents have to register the child within 1 year of the birth at the Indian consulate or embassy of that country. Third way of acquiring citizenship is by registration. Any person can be registered as a citizen of India by making an application to the central government of India, only if he is not an illegal migrant and belongs to the following category. First, he must be a person of Indian origin who has been residing in India for 7 years before making an application for registration. Second, a person of Indian origin living as an ordinary resident in some other country outside the territory of undivided India. Undivided India means except Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Tibet, Myanmar and Bhutan, because these countries were once part of India. Third, if a person is married to a citizen of India, then that person must be living in India for 7 years before making an application for registration. Only after that the person will get the citizenship of India. And the last one is, if a married couple of Indian origin living in some other country and they want to register their child as an Indian citizen, then they have to write an application and submit at Indian consulate of that country. After that, the Indian government will give the citizenship of India to that child. Next is acquiring citizenship by naturalization. Process of naturalization is very lengthy. It gives citizenship to those who are citizen of some other country and want to become citizen of India. So to give citizenship by naturalization, first government checks record of last 15 years of the applicant, that is, the person must be an ordinary resident of India for 12 months immediately before making an application for citizenship, and that person should have been living in India for a total of 11 years in the last 14 years. Second, he must have a working knowledge of any one language among 22 mentioned languages of India. Third, he must be a person of good character. Fourth, the person has to renounce his previous citizenship before getting citizenship of India. And the last, the government also checks that whether the country he belongs to gives citizenship by naturalization to Indians or not. But in some cases, government relaxes with the conditions for some important people who has contributed a big part of their work for the welfare of the society. Now the last way of acquiring citizenship is by incorporation of territory. It gives citizenship to those who belongs to the acquired territories of India. It means if ever India acquires any area outside the country, then people living in those areas can apply for citizenship under this category. So we have completed all 5 ways of acquiring citizenship in India. In the next video, we will talk about termination of citizenship.